I did not have agreeing with Kentucky Senator Rand Paul on my 2025 bingo card, but here we are. So let's talk about it. Rand Paul has a good take. Okay. Actually, this is really important, y'all, because what we're seeing is that Republican members of the House and the Senate are freaking the fuck out about Trump's disastrous tariff plan. A tariff plan, which, as I said yesterday, is the largest tax ever levied against the American people. It is us, the American people, who are going to be paying $6 trillion more in tax because of this tariff plan. Trump has tried to spin it as a tax cut, and it just like, how? It is a tax. The Boston Tea Party was waged over a 3-cent per pound tax on tea. And Trump thought that this tariff plan was something that everybody was going to accept. Like, how far can he push his loyal little lapdogs, Republican members of the House and the Senate? How far can he go and they will still be loyal to him? They will still do his bidding. The tariff plan might be a bridge too far, because we're seeing Republicans freaking out about it. They know that he is going to destroy the economy of the United States, weaken the United States, and also piss off all of the American voters, like everybody. And late yesterday, I said that 4 Republican senators were opposed to the tariff plan. One of them was Rand Paul, Mitch McConnell, Lisa Murkowski, and Susan Collins. I think these are 4 folks that can be pushed, that can be leveraged. They are supposedly moderate Republicans, but also they are folks who understand that their constituents are not happy. Let me read this to you, because I think that so many Republicans feel that MAGA will be loyal, and they believe this lie that Trump has a mandate from the American people. He barely eked out a win, and he's pissing people off left and right. But these Republicans feel like they either have to vote in line with him or they support his fascist agenda, and they think that they can do whatever they want and they're not going to infuriate the electorate. They have forgotten that the power lies with the people. Those that govern only do so with the consent of the governed. Republican Senator Rand Paul has warned his party that tariffs have decimated politics after he voted against President Donald Trump's duties on Canadian imports yesterday. Remember, I said those 4 senators, they stood with Democrats in a bipartisan bill opposing these tariffs. Rand Paul of Kentucky told Fox News that tariffs have historically brought down his party. Yes, they fucking have. Paul says, when McKinley put tariffs on in 1890, they lost 50% of their seats. When Smoot-Hawley put their tariffs on in the early 1930s, we lost the House and the Senate for 60 years. So tariffs are not only bad economically, they are bad politically. After Trump's Liberation Day tariffs slapped 25% tariffs on Canadian imports and a minimum 10% duty on all countries, the Kentucky senator crafted the opposition resolution with Democratic Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia. That's right, Rand Paul co-sponsored that bill. It was truly a bipartisan bill. Again, as I said before, 4 Republicans, Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, Susan Collins of Maine, and Rand Paul voted against the Canadian tariffs. In a Senate that has been incredibly partisan thus far, to see this bipartisan bill get passed. Now, it's not going to go through the House because Mike Johnson has already said that he will block it. He's already having his little temper tantrum. He is a Christo-fascist and he will do whatever Trump says. But in that Fox News interview, Senator Paul said, "We are richer because of trade with Canada, and so is Canada. There is no Canada versus the U.S." He explained, whenever you trade with somebody, when an individual buys somebody else's product, it's mutually beneficial or you wouldn't buy it. The consumer wins when the price is the lowest. Tariffs raise the prices and they're a bad idea for the economy. Trade is proportional to wealth. The last 70 years of international trade has been an exponential curve upwards, and the last 70 years of prosperity has been upwards. I mean, we could argue with Rand Paul about that. Yes, there has been a lot more prosperity and there's been a lot more wealth, but it has all been consolidated with the few at the top. The few who are now trying to wreck our economy and ruin whatever quality of life working class Americans had. So in response to this, I did something I've never done before. Earlier today, I got on the phone and I called Rand Paul's office and I said, "Senator, Thank you so much for standing up for the American people and working to protect our economy. I know it was hard for you to stand against this unified coalition, this Trump wall. I know it was really hard for you to peel off, and I just want to thank you for your courage and your bravery. And I just want to say, keep at it. Do more of this. Put the American people and the economy first over Trump's agenda. I'm so proud of you. I hope you can get more colleagues to come with you and to do the right thing. Again, things I did not think would be on my 2025 bingo card.